Hi, BonBon here. Glad to have you along on this Saturday night. Well, we're just going to do a little bit of messing around with the internet because that's what the internet's all about, isn't it? Hopefully I have sorted out the echoing problems that I've had in the last couple of episodes. I can't really tell until I play back. Well, I've got my headphones in. It sounds better. It might be awful. Let me know in the comments, of course, if it is unlistenable, and I'll try and resolve it. But I found an open source on my streaming software which seemed to be feeding everything into a loop, and that is now off. So hopefully we are good. So anyway, the plan is I've had a little look on the workshop for some maps which have no thumbnails, possibly a very limited description. I found 5. I don't know if we're going to have time to look at all 5, but the plan is to open up some of these maps completely blind, have a look. Now, these maps could be from anybody. They could be from 8-year-olds, they could be from 30-year-old stoners, they could be from somebody with learning disabilities, or they could be from just somebody who bought the game yesterday. So I do ask you to be very kind in... Thank you very much, John. Thank you. Yes, so I do ask you to be kind in the chat. I will be booting anybody who's particularly obnoxious. We are allowed to have a bit of a laugh and a giggle. But one thing I'll do to try and protect these creators, because I don't want to be sending people to their workshop page with sort of like, BonBon had a good old laugh at your map. I'll only be sharing any links to anything which actually is hidden gold. It's a treasure hunt looking for hidden gold. Now, before we get started, I'll ask those of you that are here, there we go, there, hit the like button, subscribe, and all that sort of jazz and kabooble. Thank you very much, SJPH, Sujuf. Yes, it does sound better in my ears, but it's very hard to tell when you're hearing your own voice at the same time. So let's open up this one. There we go. Now, having done that, I'm going to hide the map titles. Now, the 5 maps that I've found, we're going to look at them in order from what I think's got the most potential down to the one that has, I feel, the least potential. The first one, it isn't my first map. In fact, let me load this up. Let's switch back to this. Let me load the map up first of all. Let me find it first of all. New game. Actually, before we do that, let me switch off a loading screen, because I've got that loading in everything. We don't need it loading in anything. Right, so what I'm looking for is... which map was it? This is where it's going to get a bit messy because I'm in menus. It was that one. So let me see if I can't find that one. Is it this one? It is this one. Right, okay. I'm going to click start on that one. And while it is loading, which it is now, I'll switch back to you. I can show you this screen and we can all watch it load in together. Brilliant. Thanks, John. Thanks for subscribing. Where were we? Yes, I'll give you a little bit of just footnotes. I'm going to hold back the name. I think it might possibly be a real life location. Possibly. It's my first map. It was actually uploaded to the workshop in April of this year. It has the vanilla tropical theme, and in terms of resources, it looks like it has some sort of potential in terms of resources. The creator looks like they're from China. A lot of Chinese creators. In fact, on my list today, there's 2 of the 5 maps are from Chinese creators. So I've got one from Australia, one from USA, and one from who knows where. If I was to guess from their name, I would say Italy, but I can't. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. The name of that particular map translates in Dutch to something, so maybe the Dutch. I think they're European. I could be wrong either way. So anyway, I have absolutely no idea what is going to appear on the screen before us. I'm expecting all 5 of these maps to be at best average. That's fine. That's fine. This is a treasure hunt. The thing is, with these maps that have no thumbnails, they could be the best map of all time. and they never get looked at. Oh, I forgot to tell you the subscriber count. The subscriber count on this map at the moment is the highest of all 5 maps, 13. Okay, uploaded in April. It has 13 subscribers. That doesn't include my subscription. That my subscription was done after I took the count. So yeah, they've got 13 subscribers, which is 10 more than the next best, which will be our second map today. If the map turns out to be any good, I will share obviously the name of the map, and I'll add the link to it into the description after the show is finished. If it's anything less, if it's going to bring any hate onto the creator, I'm just not going to do it. I'm not interested in sharing hate about, because it's not nice, is it? Hello, we've got 12 viewers at the moment. Hey guys, if you've just joined the stream, you know what to do. It's time for the like button. Might as well, while we're waiting, I could also do with my little thing in the top corner there. There we go. Super duper duper. How is everybody anyway? Let's see a little bit of chat whilst I am able to watch this screen rather than my side screen. Anybody done anything interesting, exciting today? Me, I've been work. Finished work, finished recording the chart show for tomorrow morning, uploaded the chart show for tomorrow morning, uploaded the scheduled show for the Patreon BonBonB Buddies, which is the show where we, oh hello, it's the show where we look at what maps are going to be coming up the following week, but only the workshop pages, so we still haven't reviewed them. And it looks like we are up and running. So what I'm going to do is, if I switch that to that window, I will have shut down some of these pop-ups, which one of these days I'm going to just say yes to all of them. Right. Oh, hello. And sorry, I've left the mixer on. I'll switch that off in a minute. I said tropical, didn't I? Let me just check my notes. If I said tropical, best tropical. So I'm going to switch the vanilla tropical theme on if I can find it. How far? Oh, here we go. Tropical. There we go. It's gone very dark all of a sudden. But that's okay, because we haven't done the preset, my standard presets. There we go. And LUT is correct. And I'll switch the day-night cycle off. And I think we are now able to have a look at the map. Okay. Well, my first glance without moving the camera is there's a lot of missing connections, which could be through missing assets, possibly. I didn't actually watch the loading screen mod as it was working, so I don't know if it was there was anything in there. If anybody was watching that loading screen thing, if you can let me know in the chat, that would be very nice indeed. Hello, Kansas. Good old Kansas. Right, so that's the start square. A bit of laughing and giggling outside my window. Thanks, guys. Right, so start square looks a bit busy. A little bit incomplete, but a little bit busy. Don't mind incomplete. That's easy to fix if we really wanted to. Again, I suspect this is a real-life location, so maybe there might be clues as to where that is when we have a look at it. I'll start the simulation and get rid of this. That's a water spike. Don't know that it is. That might be a land spike. Okay, well, we'll pull the camera right the way back and we'll have a look at the map as a whole. Yes, it's a real-life location. I know exactly where this is, and hopefully one or two of you might know as well. I'll just do the usual beginning of what's map stuff. There's your terrain heights, plenty of buildable space. Resources. I did say that the resources had good potential on this one in terms of the resource count. This looks pretty good to me. Then we have fishing, just for those of you that care about the fishing. So we've done all of those. I suppose we should have a look at the shipping routes. Shipping routes. We got a potential for a couple of could do a shipping triangle going on here. We could do with a shipping triangle going on here. Also, where the ships are coming out here is a bit of a... So that could be smoother as well. But all told, not too bad. Shipping moves. I'm liking some of the curves going on there. And start square water flow. We'll get that out of the way as well while we go and have a look at other stuff. Well, it's split. So we have the ability to keep the pumping and the drawing separate from each other, although the water flow is nothing really. But that would do. That seems good. That seems pretty reasonable. Let me have a quick look at the chat. Doesn't seem to be anything new in the chat. Good. I can concentrate on the map a bit longer. So, anybody know where this is? I feel that... I can't remember if it's this way. I think it might be this way. I think south is now to the south of the screen. I might be wrong. It might be that way. Not entirely certain. But anybody recognise it? I'm not actually going to say, but if anybody does, you may comment and show how clever you are in the comments, because it's not going to hurt. The rail... Yes, it is a My First map. So I think they've probably taken the terrain height map, and I would say the rail is just a little bit short of realistic. Just a little bit. So there is that. But I like the shape of the terrain. I think if we got rid of all of the networking, including this bit here, just have maybe, I mean, this is all elevated. We've got bridge sections going along here. Intersection, what's this intersection actually look like when we get above it? Yeah, I mean, it's a My First map. Well, this isn't exactly the gold that we would have liked, but as maps go, I think we've definitely all seen maps that are way worse than this. This is a pretty solid My First map attempt, real life location. I would say I just suspect we've got missing assets, possibly, because mind you, are these national roads? These, I think, are mass transit. National roads come out of that. Let me have a little look. Where are we? Yeah, mass transit, national roads. So you're probably going to want to switch these down to regular roads. Probably. Anyway, I'm not giving any ratings on these. I think it's I don't think it's really fair, because at best I'm going to be going, oh, it's a low 3. There's going to be many a map maybe on this sort of series where we're going to be saying, well, that's a 1 in it, or a 2. So we're not doing any ratings at all. We're just basically looking for hidden gold. Just checking the top. Looks like looks flat, like a tabletop. SJP8. Can I call you 11, as in Stranger Things? 11. You would not be wrong. I will leave it at that. All right, okay, I think at that point, what I'm going to do, I will switch back to this screen, because we've seen that. I'm going to shut the game down, and I will load it back up, and we'll have a look at our second map. I'll switch theme mixer off, though. I must remember to do that. Right, back to desktop, and launch the game again. Give it a couple of moments to do that, and click play. So yeah, these are going to be the moments in between looking at maps that are a bit, it's just me and you. Maybe in the future I'll have some top secret notes or something that we can discuss. Or I can tell you what's coming up on what map this week. Have you seen Prior? Oh, LCC. That is one sec. I've not opened it yet. I'm recording the review tomorrow. If it's as good as it looks like it's going to be, and their history of map making is that good anyway, so I'm quite hopeful. I am quite, come on game, load up. I'm quite hopeful that it's going to be as exceptional as it looks like it's going to be. If it's not a contender for map of the year, and if I remember rightly, I can't remember what was their last one. And you know, when you do something in your own head, it's controversial. I think I didn't shortlist it for map of the year for some really crazy reason, and it was like the one map that when I got to the end of the year, I'm looking and going, I should really find space for this, and I couldn't, and it should have been. So anyway, that's by the by. Let me go into the content manager and switch off the mixer. So we don't have to mess around with that each and every map. There it is. That has now gone. Right, will be when the little light goes off. There, it's gone off. Right, I'm going to go into launch a new game. Now, let's me just see what the next game is going to be. All right, so I'm looking for that. Once I've launched it, I'll start talking about what we're going to be looking at. And why can't I find it? I found it. I looked all these up earlier because they're not going to be easy to find in. Let me search for it under the content manager. Apologies. Maps. Let me search. Oh, it's under new map. Of course, it's under new map. Yes. There it is. And there it goes. So I'm going to click start on that one. So that started loading up. I can switch back onto the game screen once it does that. And we have a putty tat. I thought I tore a putty tat. Right, okay. Hi Parker. I have a map I requested right before the hiatus that hasn't been. Good question, Parker. Actually, it's a very good time to ask. Very good time to ask because I have the map list in front of it. If it's been missed, I will jump you. Which map would it be? Could you give me the name and I will look it up. I'll do that. Excuse me. Whilst we're just waiting for the YouTube lag, the 30-second YouTube lag, I was going to tell you about right, the background on this particular map. It's Australian creator. It has 3 subs, not 1, not 2, but 3 subs. It isn't their first map, it's their 4th map, but it's their first one since 2019. It's vanilla temperate, and it does have I put the word resources. It has resources. I don't think it was quite as resourceful as the last map that we looked at. So yeah, this was second on my list of it's got potential possibly to be gold. You never know. You never know. Let me just check the it's Grove, Oklahoma. Oh, hello. I can't think of a name. I hang on. Oh, I'm losing it. If I am, I'm not losing it. I've lost it. One or the other. Oh, there we go. I can't think of it now. I've got Paris, Texas, on the list, but no Grove, Oklahoma. Do I have I shall say Grove. Let me just type this in at the top here. Grove, Oak. That'll be enough just to remind me. Right, okay. You're back at the top of the list with that one. The Paris one is a little way down. It'll be going through the Patreon vote, so you're gonna have a little bit of weight on that one anyway, regardless. So yes, my bad. Sorry, and it'll be 2, maybe 3 weeks tops. Right, let me shut down all the windows again. Excuse me, I just I think I should be okay now. Chance for the lad. Merch store is in the link. Okay, in the description. Okay, shut all these things down. And so, yeah, we are good. New Mexico, you think, Travis? Are you still looking at the first map there, Travis, possibly? This could be. I know. You know as much as I do at the moment. All I have seen of this map is this. Let me just make sure that we have all the presets. What map presets? Low preset. Oh, it's a bit bright, isn't it? Ambience, day-night cycle off, and we are good. Well, we'll do the usual. Well, first thing I saw, yes, they've got their trunks on. So we've had a little look at that. Again, if anybody's just joined, please be respectful in the chat and in the comments, because the creators of all of these maps, they could be 8 years old, they could have learning difficulties, they might be a stoner, they could be new to the game, and so on and so forth. So we're going to try and find positives, and we are looking for that hidden gold, that one thing on the workshop that nobody spotted because it doesn't have a decent thumbnail. Anyway, start square. I mean, it looks okay. I like the way that we've split the water so that we can pump and draw on either side. So that's good no matter what the water flow is like. Start the simulation. It looks like a national road coming into the bottom corner, which isn't the most exciting at all, but it's there, isn't it? At least we have an outside connection. Little bit of resources tucked in there too, and I'm going to wheel the wheel back now, and we'll see what we have to play with. Okay, right. Well, it's not horrible. It's not horrible. We always say that. Let's have a little look at the terrain heights. Pretty flat. Little plateau in the middle of the island there. It's all good. Then we have resources. I mean, this is geological, isn't it? You get seams of resources, and there seem to be some resources there. Plenty of fertile as well. Loads of fertile. Can't argue about a lack of farming on this. And obviously, got some trees around as well. Could be a lot worse. Fishing, not shipping, fishing. Oh, look, we did well. We even got some tuna down there. That's quite good. Okay, credit for that one. Right, finding good stuff. I was going to do shipping routes. Check the shipping routes. All right. Ooh. It's not too bad. Anything coming from here, because I'm first of all looking at this sharp corner up here. Anything coming from up here to here will take the direct route, so that you'll get nothing looping back on this one. So that doesn't need a shipping triangle. Well, possibly do if you put a harbour here and a ship wants to exit over here, it's going to do silly stuff. So yes, it does need a shipping triangle there. And we're almost good down here. We just got slightly offset one there. So anyway, so shipping triangles are there, and I said water flow doesn't matter, but for those people that really care about it, let's have a little look. Good strong water flow. I mean, that is strong water flow on that side. So we've got no grumbles. Okay, we've got the bridges. I see the ships. I see the ships. And I see a big old bridge. Everybody loves a big old bridge. That's definitely high enough. But the question is about the routing. Let's have a little look at the route. Oh, do you know what? That would have been absolutely perfect. Apart from here. That, well, that ship's going to be... It's on this. Okay, that's on the other way. Anything coming this way? Are you coming this way? No, you're going that way. Oh, my eyesight. But yes, there's going to be a little bit of shipping clipping there as well. Right. Oh, bounce. Sorry about that. So let's have a little look at... You've got highway coming in. Highway and rail coming in from over here. Now, when I first saw the map, I thought I saw trees on the underside of the highways. This is 4-lane mass transit, or is this vanilla? So let me come out of this again. Let me just check. It's there we go. And network extensions 2 of all things. Well, network extensions 2 is not listed on the workshop, so technically this map is broken, because without network extensions 2 the map won't load at all. But again, we're not giving ratings because it's really not fair. Really not fair. These maps are at such a huge disadvantage. They're always going to be just looking for that golden one, that one hidden golden one that may be out there that nobody's ever seen. Only 3 people have seen this one, plus the creator, or they might include the creator. Yeah, we've got a few trees on the underside here. Yes, so we managed to avoid the trees all the way from the side down to here, and then we've gone and hit loads. That is the start square intersection, the roundabout, the roundabout. Seems a bit slow already, I'm afraid there. But yeah, a little fly down to the start square area. I mean, in terms of shape, I mean, that is going to keep a lot of people very happy, I feel. A lot of people. Maybe not me, maybe not you, but there are a lot of people who will be very happy with that shape. But we do have a lot of drowned trees, and that for me is a sin. It's a sin. A little sin. A biggie bit, a little sin. We'll let them have it, shall we? Have I got a sound effect for that? Probably. I'll have a look at sound effects when we go into the comments and read the chat in a moment. Right, so that's 2 maps down. We're doing okay. We've got time for at least a couple more, I feel. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to flip us back to that screen so I can shut the game down again, and we'll load up the 3rd map. Quick to desktop, and then once that has dropped to desktop, I'll launch the game again, catch up with the chat. We can talk about stuff, talk about things. I like talking about things. Oh, I'll show you something in a moment which is not like that. Stop it. I'll show you something about and you can ask me and I will be honest. It's that bit of DLC that very few people have got. It's not really DLC, but you know what I mean. Oh, come on. Come on, game. Come on, game. Right, well, the next one is going to be, so I just get ahead of the curve here. I'm going to be looking for... this one's definitely a real-life location. So again, somebody might recognize it. The creator is from the US of A, which I believe is a country. This is my first map. They have uploaded some stuff to the workshop, but it's Portal 2, which makes me respect them instantly. If you anybody here not played Portal 2, let me know in the comments, because you're missing out. You really are missing out. Let me just find this one and we can launch it. There it is, and click start. Vanilla temperate, this one, and I can throw the game back on now. Oh, I appear to have there, back in. Right. Oh, hello. Lots of chat since. Okay, let's. I'm gonna have to get the sound effects on for the treat for everybody. So what do we have? All good. Yes. Right. Okay. British man in it, cringe, bruv. I'm not Essex, so I'm going to give you a. If anything, I'm average. British. Yes, British. I'd like to say British. Michigan. Well, that last map, not the first map. Yeah, it could have been a bit Michigan-esque, couldn't it? We'll give you a one of those for that one. You're from New Mexico. Is that? I see. I'm with you. Do I have a sound effect for New Mexico? I don't, but I'm sure it's very pretty. Am I taking requests? Not for this particular show, because I've already I've subscribed to narrowed down the maps. These are maps that don't have a description, well, may have a description, don't have a thumbnail, and basically are a bit of a shot in the dark. They may possibly be the best map ever. We're looking for gold. We're just looking for hidden gold. As we know that, like I say, Monday's SWAT map, we're looking at Prior. Prior is gold. But it's not hidden. It's a diamond. It's out there. We know it's going to be a good map. Even before I review it, I'm thinking it's going to be a minimum of 12 stars. It might be 15. I don't know. But I know these are maps that have nothing. So we don't know what we're going to be seeing in advance. They could be excellent. Chances are they won't be, but they could be. That's why we're looking at them. Remember to be nice in the comments and in the chats, because these people, I'll say it each and every time I load up a new map. These, for anybody who's just joining, this could be an 8-year-old. This could be somebody with learning difficulties. They could have been drunk where they made it. There's a whole, they're brand new to the game. This is my first map, this one. I believe I said it was my first map. Pretty sure it is. Let me just double check my notes. Yeah, this is my first map they've ever made. So there's a whole bunch of reasons. So we're going to be kind. We'll try and find nice things to say. And if it's the best map ever, then we'll get it onto WhatsApp and show it to a lot more people. This particular map has a subscriber count of, ready? 0. Before my subscribing. Not even the creator has subscribed to their own map. Obviously, they've got their own copy, so they don't need to. But I think it's a nice thing to subscribe to your own map and like it. It just gets it started, doesn't it? Anyway, so what we're doing, let's have a little look at. So we're not doing any requests here, but what we'll do, if you've got any map requests that you want doing, actually on WhatsApp, stick it in the comments, not in the chats, because once the stream finishes, the chat's kind of lost. But once, if you stick it into the comments, then I will see it later and I'll be able to, I'll add it to the list. Yes, unfortunately, the face that you can put to the voice is this one. You know, it's fuzzy. I think the game's crashed, you know. It's just, it's been at this stage. So I'm going to, all of that, I'm going to send it back to, and I'll catch up with some more chat in a moment. So I'm just going to, I'm going to force crash the game, I think. And we'll try again. We'll try again. It sometimes happens. Especially when you've got like 7 zillion mods running in the background. Sometimes it happens. So let's have a look. And have a look. Whilst that's doing, let's do that. Don't forget, if you've just joined, subscribe, hit the notification bell, click like. All of that sort of jingo, you know. If you're new to YouTube, you've never heard that before. Right, so that is rolling. Just coming up to the main screen now. Just loading in the first batch of mods. As if anybody who doesn't know about, if you're running mods, always drop to desktop, because what happens with the mods, they load in 2 batches. They load in, there's a bit of a lull when you load the game up, as I've just had now. I've just hit the main screen, so I'm just going to launch this map so I can keep chatting, not wasting any more time. There it is. Click start on that one. I can now throw that back on. Hopefully that will now, there we go, this is better. This is what's supposed to happen last time. So yes, so what happens is the mods load in when you launch the game, and you get, after the Paradox logo, it sits for a little while. That's loading in mods. And then it loads in mods, more mods. I don't know exactly how it does the split, but it loads in mods at the end of the loading screen. So at the moment we've got the loading screen, it's loading in all the assets, all the prefabs, all that sort of stuff. And then at the end of that, where it's sort of like, you go, oh, and launch the game now. It's at that point it loads in the rest of the mods. Now, if you drop to desktop, if you drop to main menu and then launch the game again, what it does is it loads these mods in again on top of the mods that are, and that can cause problems. If you've got a mod that's already running and then you load the mod on top of itself, maybe it does nothing different, or maybe it kills everything. So it's always better to drop to desktop, which is why the mod instant return to desktop or instantly return to desktop, really good mod, because it basically just drops you straight down there, even quicker than using Control-Alt-Delete. So that's the way to go with that one. If one person's learnt anything from that, that was worth going through. So here we go. So let's have a little look at... Oh, I don't get to read the chat. I'll read the chat in a minute. I promise you. I promise you I will catch up with the chat in a minute. This already looks a bit clunky. Oh, I should read you my notes. Let me read you my notes on it before we go any further. So, real life location, US creator, not just a real life location, a one-to-one real life location, US creator, their first map, they have uploaded Portal 2 assets, vanilla temperate, and we're talking light resources here. When I say light, we're talking light resources here. And yeah, uploaded just a few days ago. This is cool. Right, start simulation. Let's go and just do the standard, launch that in there, back to here, turn the day-night cycle off, and I think we're good. So my first instinct here is look at the digitization. We've loaded in the height map and we've done no smoothing. Just running the softening brush over all of this would just be a little bit better. But anyway, this is where I'm going to start pulling back. I'm going to have a look at the start square. And when I pull back, there's going to be, and I'm happy for you to tell me where it is in the chat. I'm not going to tell you where it is because I don't want send anybody to their workshop page with hate. Yeah, we're not here to laugh at them. But anyway, there's a start square. Now, I would say there's definitely a lack of highway road connections here, or rail. There might be a bit of road up there. Can't really tell. But anyway, now I'm going to pull back. Anybody who recognises the area, please use the chat to show how clever you are. I'm sure somebody's recognised that one because it is moderately iconic if you're from this part of the world, I would say. I sort of recognise it, and I'm not from that part of the world. But then I've done a lot of maps, so from that I kind of recognise it. So yes, we do have a slight gameplay problem. Oh, no, before we talk about the gameplay problem, let's have a little look at the terrain heights. There's your terrain heights. We have resources down in what should be the start square, really, down here. Fishing, anchovies and salmon. It could be. Let's just check the shipping routes while we're here. We have one that's running up the side of the map here. No shipping triangle there. We do have a shipping triangle over here, though, which is very pleasing to see. It's not smooth, but I don't think it matters that much because with ships, if it's, I mean, this, especially this sort of angle, that angle, you won't notice a ship taking that. Here, a little bit, just a little bit. They'll slow for that there. But we've not gone cross country. There's lots of good stuff to say about that. Water flow. Where was the start square? Oh, it's up here. We have water flow. It seems to be flowing upstream. Maybe it's tidal. I imagine it's tidal. So we'll give them the benefit of the doubt. Let me just check the chat, see if anybody's guessed the correct location. Shall we say I see a... let me just check the title of the map here. Yes, you know you've got it right. The person who knows they've got it right, you've got it right. Absolutely, yes. But I'm not going to go any further. I'll catch up with the rest of the chat in a minute. But yes, the person who knows they've got it right knows they've got it right. Well done. Excellent. Right. The person who knows they got it right, does this intersection make any sense? Because it looks like it's based on real life. Not so much this one. I'm doubting that one. But this one, to me, I would say it's probably inspired by the real life location. But the problem this map has got is, so we got the edge of map connection. I think it looks like we went up to 4 lanes. Is that? Let me just check whether that is mass transit or it is. That's network extensions too as well. Again, that isn't listed, so technically speaking, the map is broken for not having the mod listed on the description. But then also, without having the road enter into the start square, which is up here, it's technically broken for that reason as well. Yeah. Don't know if that's... This looks very big for what is quite a flattish area. I mean, maybe that's there. Again, it'd be nice to know if that's there in real life, but I'm not going to be checking. This is no purpose in that one. And then we have some iconic... This is where I recognised it from. These ridges here are pretty iconic to the area. So, but yes, it is a 1-to-1. It's recognisable as the area, so I think we can give some credit for that. I think they've started work on a real life layout, and then maybe, and we can all understand it. I think it was probably too much for them, probably, because it is making highways is one of the toughest things. And I jokingly say that with the map pack from Sanctum Gamer, I jokingly say that the reason why they've only put one single highway across is because it's easier and you don't have to bother with complex intersections. And if you're going to make 8 maps in a short period of time, you don't want to be messing around with complex intersections. I kind of joke. It's also possibly true. It is a lot of work making intersections and complex networks, and I imagine that's partly what's happened here. But yes, don't let anybody think there's any hate towards Sanctum Game here. They're a great creator. They're a great YouTuber. Love their work. Lovey, sounding all too lovey. Anyways, I think I will close this one now because this isn't the hidden gold we were all hoping it might be. I'll shut me going back to here before I shut this down and leave you with a blank broken screen. So we'll pull that one back up. I will now shut the game down. I'll catch up on the chat, I promise. We'll do that as we're loading up the next. In fact, I can launch the game now. There it goes. Let me just check for the next map. The next map, map 4 of 5 that we have, is also my first map. And this is one where I'm saying as each map goes down this list, I'm less and less hopeful for how good it might be, just based on the little bits of information that you can take from a map before you even open it, and with a no thumbnail. So I'm just launching this up. Whilst that is launching, it's going to take a moment. Let me have a quick look at the chat. So, right. So let's have a look. So we've got Arisa. You've never played Portal 2. It's brilliant. It's not my sort of game ever. I laughed a lot. It's a puzzle game basically, but a 3D you're in the environment puzzle game. And it can be frustrating for a while, and you find yourself YouTubing walkthroughs to find how you do something, but you'll spend many minutes trying to solve it yourself with frustration. And when you find the answer, and the answers are right there in front of you, And then sometimes when you solve them and you feel suddenly big and how clever you are because you've actually managed to... It's a really, really good game. Very well put together, and very funny. Very, very funny. If I can get this... Come on, game. Let me... Oh, you're just being fiddly, aren't you? Come on. I'm in. I'm in. Right. So, what was this map called? Remember, having done all of that, come on, please let me open my spreadsheet up. Ah, I've got it. I've got it. Right. New game. And we have it. I'll click start. I'll start. Right. That's now loading, which means I can do this. And it's loading. Right, what more do we have? Southern's not played it. Oh, come on, Southern. Sort yourself out. Sort yourself out. You can have a for not playing it. You never even... Melissa, you've never even heard of it. That's... what I mean, what can I give you other than... because I'm a grown-up. Oh, Melissa, never heard of Portal 2. Look it up. Look it up. Watch some gameplay of the first 5 or 10 minutes. And, yeah, you'll be sucked in. So funny. Sandro. Hi, Sandro. Sorry it's been so long. I've been distracted with other things. Speaking of which, I should be distracted with one of those for the moment whilst I'm doing this. So, yes, I've been distracted. Trying to do 3 jobs at once. I'm not a professional streamer. I'm working on it. Where do we get to? Sandro, Travis, beautiful indeed. It's a... Yeah, I'm saying, remember, I don't want any hate towards the creators here. These creators could be 8-year-olds. There could be learning difficulties. They could have been drunk. It could be their first map. This is the case with this map. It is their first map. So we're going to be nice. And if it's the best map ever, we're going to review it on what map. We're just going to give it the promotion it deserves. Right. Rawi. Hey do. Loading screen's a picture of a cat watching the game load. It's brilliant, isn't it? It's absolutely brilliant. Seems to have loaded as black. I'm just going to get to the bottom of the chat as we are at the moment. Fuzzy faces. Indeed. Desarth. Never said that out loud. I have now. How's it going? Brilliant. Saturday. Instant return to desktop is a must-have. Absolutely. I will definitely give you one of those for that. Talk about instant. Yes. Started using it. Can't go back now. It is a must-have. It's just one of those mods that people don't realise. And yeah, I was using Control-Delete because nothing's quicker than Control-Delete to shut down a game. And that's wrong. This mod is quicker. Duh. Let's have a quick look. Not done yet. Did a map pack with no roads as an option for people who want to insert. It's good move. Yeah. Needs the GIS tool. Yes, Wilbur. Yes, indeed. It's just... I've never used it myself, Wilbur, but I've never had a real reason to. I quite enjoy actually doing all the work by hand, personally, putting in the erosion by hand. It's my thing. Portal and Portal 2, both brilliant, yes, and really cheap. And I mean, the original Portal is going to be really, really cheap because it is quite old now. Evening to everybody, absolutely. Thank you very much for that, GDH. I have a question. Yes, Jeffrey, you have a question. Let me do... Right, there's your question. I'm working on my first map, but somehow there is no tree count nor forestry. And I can't figure out how to solve it. I'm pretty sure I have more than 250,000. It could be a whole bunch of things. It could be a whole bunch. Did you start building it with Unlimited Tree mod and switch to Tree Anarchy? Did you start building with Tree Anarchy, switch to Unlimited Tree mod? Any other ideas? I mean, that's the first thing. If you're over 250,000 trees and you haven't got a tree mod, that's going to be part of the problem. But funnily enough, there's a map I have reviewed this coming week, which loaded up with no trees on it, but had trees on it. I can't. It sounds dumb. It had no trees on it, and yet it had trees on it, or it had trees on it, but had no trees on it. And I had to use Move It to make them appear. So you could try dragging your Move It marquee tool. Try this. Select an area where you know there are trees with the marquee tool with trees selected and nothing else. And then delete and then undo and see if the trees appear. If they do, then it might be the same problem as I was having a map. Just watch what map this week. You'll see. So hopefully that's some help, Jeffrey. Hopefully. Yeah. Check the tree counts. Blah 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 blah. You just fathom out Space Invaders. Holy moly! Is that a Bruffy fan? Do we have a Bruffy fan? 1322 Lick Kitty Splits. Are you a Bruffy fan? Because holy moly. Top 5's always possible. Sorry, I'm just really distracted. That's my first time here. Never thought you. Oh yes, yes. This is my old face. I save my young face for when I'm out there. You know, getting down with the young people. Anyway, where were we? We were just we were just looking at this, going, it's a black screen. Let's shut down all these. Oh. We appear to have null object issues here. I'm going to say that unless this clears, we're going to call this a dead map. Yep, I'm going to say that's a dead map. So, it's always a risk we were going to come across. Was I sharing the screen? I am sharing the screen. Yes, that was always a risk we were going to come across. That we would find a map that was literally broken, which is why WhatsMap exists. You can guarantee watch WhatsMap and you'll find maps that load, and you'll get the preview and you'll decide whether my ratings are right for you or not. That's why I show the review. I don't just sit there and go, I looked at a map and it was this and this. I show it to you and tell you what I think, and you can disagree, and we'll have the viewer's choice, and you can tell me that actually it's the best map ever, and I'm good with that. Everybody's allowed an opinion, even if it's wrong, and yours is. Right, we'll do one more. We'll do one more because I have one more on the. Come on, game. Let me in. Let me in. Open the door. Let me in. Hi, Red. I'll catch up with some of the rest in a minute. There's a few just loading at the mod loading stage at the moment of the opening screen. Right, we're in. Let me have a quick look. So we're up to the fifth and final map, which I've got the least hope for. So the last two maps had no subscribers between them, not one. This map beats both of them by 1 subscriber. It's a Chinese creator. And it's been up for about a week, but I'm not. It could be a real life location, based on the. Oh, funnily enough, sorry. Before I go on to the next one, that last map that didn't load translates in Dutch to torture. I can't say. Put my teeth back in. Torture country. So it was a bit torturous, wasn't it? Anyway, right, so let's see if we can't find this on this list here. Is it that one? Let me just make sure I've got the right one. I'm not going to spend time loading up the wrong map. And that is the right map. So we click start on that one. Very little hope for this one, but you never know until you know, do you? Right, let's throw the social media stinger up there, and we'll catch up on the chat. So we've got Yes, do look into Portal 2. It's a lot of fun. We've done the trees, tree counts. I managed to catch a stream. Hi, Mr. Vintage. Hi, sound effects. Sound effects. Have a one of those, Mr. Vintage, for being here. Reset, yeah, reset user movie. There is also that AB. Absolutely, you can have a for that great tip. Nice to meet me, indeed. Of course, it's nice to meet me. Why would it not be nice to meet me? Let's just have a quick check of that. It's going okay. Oh, we can actually do this. There we go. So you can actually see that it's. Well, I say that it's loading. It seems to have hung. I'll give it 30 seconds and then I'll do a back to main screen and try it again. So we have yes, asteroids. Asteroids was fun. Buck Rogers. There was a Buck Rogers arcade game that I was the best at. I put in my 20p and I could play it. Well, until I needed to sleep, because it just went on a loop, and the patterns were always the same. And once you learnt the pattern, you could do a full loop, and you get extra lives for completing it. It was you just ended. I was one time I left the arcade with sort of like 27 lives, and as I walked away and gave it to this kid that stood behind me watching the master, as I walked away, you just heard that as he lost his first of his 27 lives. Oh, brilliant. All that work. I am going to restart it because it is just hanging there and needs a kick up the bum. We'll do this last one. So launch that and click play, and we'll give it a moment. So I'll just take a little sipper. That's better. That's much better. Hopefully we can get this thing rolling this time. Chat's the easiest way to read chat over here. Oh, we had snacks called Holy Moly's, a snack in. So this Holy Moly in South Africa. What is a Holy Moly? I even dread to think, really. Said hello to Red already, but I'll say hello to Red again. On the NES, I never had a Nintendo. Never played a console. Never played a console. Right. When do you think when do I think Cities Skylines 2 will come out? I made a prediction that the earliest I expected to see it was around Easter 2024, and that was about a year and a half to 2 years ago, and that was the earliest I expected to see it. There are no rumours. By now, I would expect there to have been some sort of leaked rumour, but I can't believe they're not working on it. I don't have any more information. I have no information. I can't believe they're not working on it. They've got a lot of people. Oh, come on. So I'm trying to just make sure this thing's. Come on. Come on, game. Be good. Be good to me. Ah, there we go. We're in. And we'll try launching the game again. It's that one. Please. This time. This time. More than any other time. This is fun. We're having fun. It might be that this map doesn't want to be reviewed, but we'll give it a chance. We'll give it a chance. Come on. Right, let me catch up on this chat anyway while we're here. So yes, my prediction, the earliest was Easter of next year. I'd be surprised now if it was Easter of next year. Maybe more Halloween next year would be the earliest, because there would be at least rumors or mini leaks. This isn't loading again. I'll give it one last try. Give it one last try. Right, so we'll just drop that right back, right down. And let it breathe for a moment. And then we'll click the play button. And we'll try one last pickledy time. Because we're one big happy family. Just having some fun. Having some fun together. Having some fun together. Right, where were we? So that's still loading up. Lots of talk about gaming. 2 to 3 years is a potential time span. 2 to 3 years is... I think it's too long. I think it's too long. 3 years would be too long. But who knows? Who knows? But they really want to get out. They really want to get onto it if they can. Because somebody else is going to come and steal their thunder. There'll be another city builder along and, you know, Skylines is king. He wants to stay king. Right, come on, game. Right, we're in. And one final try at getting this map to load. And you say please together? Please? And yes, we have some motion. Right, we'll get one last map to check now, which is good. This is what we're after. Hurrah, we're moving. So what do we have? So yes, 2 to 3. Oh, the 2p pushes. Oh yeah. Hidden treasure streams. The plan is hopefully hidden treasure streams. A lot depends on what's going on behind the scenes for me. I was planning on this being a Sunday thing, but I had time today and tomorrow. If I've got to start reviewing the maps for next week. I've already done a couple, to be fair, but yes, I want to try and get ahead. So the priority is recording the shows. But yes, the plan is to make it weekly. And if it's well received and we get a lot of viewers, then we'll definitely, you know, do more of them. The more popular it is, the more people hit that like button. Hit that like button. Or subscribe as well. But you know what I mean? Yeah. That really promotes the channel and just gets things rolling. Oh, blimey, has it loaded already? Well, I'm going to keep reading to the bottom of here, even if I have to skip over a few bits, give a shout out for anybody. Dolomite, hi Dolomite. Then we have, yeah, can't think of any more DLC. Well, we didn't think of airports, did we? And I came up with the idea of communications, TV, radio, that sort of stuff. So, so there's still plenty of options for DLC. Maybe that's what they're working on. But yes, I think they will include the likes of Move It and stuff with the next version, taking the best of the ideas from the modders. And listen, it's a great community. Why would you not? Anyway, plenty of chat going on. But we are, yeah, Monday's What Map will be a good one. Do not miss it. That map, the lead map on Monday, Prior, looks absolutely amazing. And I haven't even given any thought to the second map. I know what the second map is going to be. For those that want to know what the second map is going to be, I will tell you. It's a request map. It's called Wooden Hills version 2 by Alpen Trainer. So yes, Prior and Wooden Hills coming on Monday. Now we have got here a map that's loaded. Seems like a long time since we actually managed to load in a map, doesn't it? It really does. Right, let's have a quick sort of the presets to that. There we go, that's better. I should read you my notes before we go any further on this map. The notes that I've got. Chinese creator. This map has 1 sub. It's a my first map. And there are very, 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 very nearly anything resources, you know. So and looking at the shapes of the rivers, it's pretty much what I was expecting. I think my prejudge of these 5 maps was about right. We started with the best, and we kind of, apart from the last map which didn't load in at all, we've slowly been going down and down and down the qualities. But again, for anybody that's just joined, any comments, anything in the chat, please keep it positive. These creators, we don't know whether they're young, whether they have learning disabilities, whether they were drunk, or whether they're brand new to the game. We know nothing, or whether it's just a bad map, you know. So we're gonna try and find positive things. In terms of the start square, this looks perfectly playable. It doesn't look like it's going to hold a whole bunch of traffic, but it looks perfectly playable. It's not the most inspiring in terms of shape, but we have got 2 sides of the river, which is, I guess, is something. Let's pull the camera all the way back for a quick... Oh, hello. Now, I did say real life location. Anybody recognise this real life location? Now, the 2 real life locations we've had earlier on tonight's stream, which were correctly guessed by at least 1 person, they were easier. I think this one would be... I would not recognise this. Well, I mean, if you gave me the map, I might. If you gave me the real life map, I might go, oh yeah, it does. I think you'd have to be a scholar of the area to get this. But we have ring roads. I'm guessing based loosely on real life. And I'm saying based loosely because they don't look like they're that polished. It's perfectly flat by the looks of it. Let's do the little check. It's perfectly flat indeed. There are 0 resources. Fishing, it's not really a fishing map, but it seems to have a bit of a mix of fish in there. Let's check the air routes. I say shipping routes, but I don't see an air route, and it's definitely not going to be a shipping route. And water flow in the start square for those of you that really want it. We've got water flow. It's fairly moderately deep. It might get you by to get started, I guess. Okay, let's... I don't think this is going to take very long for us. This is not the hidden gold we were all hoping for, but you never know. One of these days, one of these random openings will turn out to be that. Just... We've got some water issues here. Just a few. Have I started the simulation? I don't think I have. Yes, I have now. Right, so... yes, we have some water flow issues. We've got a few missing bridges. A few missing bridges is what we have. But we have bridges. We have bridges and we have missing bridges. Maybe we forgot how to make bridges. Maybe. Looks like we've got an anarchy issue going on here. Now, I'm impressed. This creator has made this using mods. That's somewhat impressive. There might be a little bit of a street lamp in the road there as well. Yeah, that's not top marks, I've got to say. There's not really too much more to say, really. So yes, Chinese creators, so you can probably speculate that this is a Chinese city, if anybody has been speculating. I haven't checked the I guess Asia. Yeah, so Melissa, you can have at least half a point for guessing Asia. We had continents. Yeah, yeah. I'm good. I'm good. I'll check up on the chat in a moment. But yes, I'm going to say that there's not really too much more to say on this one. It's just, oh, hang on, are we even connected? Are we even connected? I don't know. Are we even connected? Let's have a little look down here. So looks like that's the one outside connection. We seem to have some sort of glitching. Let me just. It's okay. It's just glitching. It's just being silly. Okay, but we're coming from there, and we stop here. It might be that there are some custom assets or custom roads that are needed, but of course they're not listed on the workshop, so we don't have them to subscribe to. So technically this map is going to be a broken map, but yeah, made with mods very clearly. And this road down here doesn't even connect at the end. It's magical. It's absolutely beautiful and magical. I'm going to set this camera here because it's so pretty. Set the camera there, and I'm going to head back to one last look at the chat. Right. I can have a look at your first map, Simon. I can have a look at it. Let me look at it. Give it to me. Oh, we got rumours on the Paradox forums. I'm scrolling back up. Let's have a see what I've missed. So yes, Corey. Hi Corey. Let's give you a sound effect for the day. Have a there we go. One of those. Completely randoms. Yes, rumours on the Paradox forums. Apparently, well, there's always rumours. There's always. But I'm talking about rumours with some sort of substance. You know, yes, we know they've employed, was it Boformer and so forth. We know they've got some members, but they might just be working on DLC. What I'm talking about is something substantial. Just that little sort of like that one person says the wrong thing in the pub on the way home in Tampere, and yeah, that's what we're looking for. Just something like that, little drip that says it's coming. But when, who knows? Who knows? All speculation. Creator content packs. Yeah, creator content packs are great. Great support the creators. I'm all for that. I don't buy all of them for myself. There are a few that just are no interest to me whatsoever. But like I have the map pack. I've got Avania's European Suburbia. I've got another one. I've got the bridges and piers. The train stations. I'd say yeah, I've got a few. Probably got getting on for half of them, but some of them are just that I would never use them. So why, you know? I think we are mostly done. Where are we? Yes, it's definitely Asia. I'll give you Asia, AB. Yes, map making a lot of fun. Flatartica. Yes. Oh, hang on. Flatartica for that one. And so on. And we scroll down. Yes. Those intersections are amazing. I think we're gorgeous. Oh, Dolomite. Gorgeous. Brilliant. Technical first map will be on here. Yeah, it could be Parker. We'll do all of them. Cream of the crop. Anyway, Stockland. Stockland sounds like fun. Let me make a note of Stockland because. Damn. Right, I've got a note of Stockland. I'm not saying I'm going to do anything with that note of Stockland, but I have now. You saw, wait, you heard me type it in, didn't see my fingers typing because slow typing. Right, I think that's about it, really. We've done the 5 maps that I put aside for today. The first one was definitely the best one. I'm not saying it was great, but it was definitely by far the best. So nice seeing you, Lickety, and everybody else. I'm going to call it for now, where it was an hour and a half, a little bit shorter than my 2 hour streams, but I will be back on Monday. We'll do some more of the single cell challenge, where I'm building a city, zoning one cell at a time. And I'll come back again on Thursday and we'll do some more live build from Bonbon Island, which is my very own proper city build. Although we didn't get much done last time, there was just too much chatting going on, and I put some ponds down. That was it. So maybe we'll do a bit more proper building next time round. And then next weekend, yes, it'd be nice to do another one of these. I'll check the numbers and see how well it was received. But, you know, there's 36 of you at the moment, which is good to have you along. Thank you so much for all of your support and everything that you do for me. I will have for you the chart show tomorrow morning. That is recorded up and ready to go. And the BonBon Buddies, I'm looking to get one of the... I've had a couple of episodes of WhatsApp Extra on the back burner. They're made. They're just basically... I've got to upload them and share them. So I'm looking to get at least one of those up this week as well. So plenty of stuff going on the channel, and for the channel supporters as well. Anyway, that's it from me. If anybody's got anything else to say it now, because I'm going to shut down to this window. I'm going to switch my little my thingy off. I haven't had it bounce yet. Let's see if we can get it bouncing. There we go. We'll get some bouncing on there. So yes, cheers everybody. I'm going to say thanks for watching, for commenting, for liking, and for subscribing. Join me Monday for WhatsApp, tomorrow for the chart show. I've been BonBonB, and you've been, say it with me, very, very welcome.